Alright, welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I'm playing Snow Scout in PSVR2, and I just have to say thank you, Snow Scout. Thank you to the developers. Thank you for making this game. I am so happy. This has been timely and just such a nice, relaxed experience. I'm so grateful. And why am I so grateful? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, there's been some bad stuff going on the home front that got me a bit down, and now it's nice to play something relaxed and chill. What you do in this game is you open up these ski routes in a mountain pass area with a bunch of ski lifts and little cabins to stay in, and it's a very relaxed, very calm kind of a game. And the other reason I'm very pleased about this game is how chill and relaxed it is. In a world of like mostly nightmare fuel zombie games in VR, it's nice to do something kind of relaxed. You just sail down these ski hills, you can do these races, there are leaderboards, and the general premise of this game, it's got a really good story to it. Without going into too much detail, please check out other reviews, but you are there to open up this ski resort, and you have taken a vow of silence, so you're not talking to anybody. You can interact with Vrenny, who's the lady who kind of gives you your directions of where to go, what to do, etc. But it's just so nice to do something that is low-key, kind of relaxed. Even these races that we're going down, they're a lot of fun, and it's the only quote-unquote thrilling part of the game. You're just doing these little ski races like you would in any sports compilation. But it's got a very satisfying feeling as you're zipping along, enjoying the view, and enjoying the story that plays out. It's a nice, cozy game, something I'm very relieved to have.
Nice! Another skiing route successfully tested.
In addition to the racing is all this maintenance that goes on, which is great. I didn't capture footage of it, but this ski lift, I actually had to go find the parts to make it function again. And once you've got it, you can actually get on the ski lift and ride around, and you talk to Vrenny, you do a whole bunch of stuff. You can collect garbage that's collected in some of the trails. You can spot different birds that are around. You open up different areas. There's a very nice surprise ending I won't give away. But there's a lot of like just day-to-day activities. If I have any complaint, it is that it's only for 7 days. Now, when you finish, when you reach the end of the 7 days, you get like a little summary. Here's how you did during your time here. And then afterward, it does open up like a free to roam around mode. So you can continue to, if you don't get all the garbage, here's your list of things to do. If you don't get all the garbage, if you don't see all the birds, you can do that after the storyline, which is nice. I'm glad that they threw that in there. Again, a big thank you to the developers of Snow Scout, because there's so many things they did right here in this very pleasant, cozy little game, and I'm just so happy about it. A little bit tricky to fix up the key, but I think they patched that later, so that's okay.
Got the logs. You'll need 3 of them to start a nice fire.
Okay, it's not all perfect, and here's one of the first things that I ran into. You are supposed to cut a log of wood so that you can start a fire in the evening, and as you can see here, I had a heck of a time picking this piece up. It's very clunky and kludgy. It needs a little bit of refinement, but just wanted to point out, like, as much as I really appreciate this game, and as much as it's been real sort of chicken soup for the soul for me, it has its flaws. It has a few issues with the way the physics handles. But once you've cut the wood, then you can go and start a fire in the room, in the cabin. And this is actually one of my favorite parts.
The Cape buffalo are quite large, with a shoulder height of up to 1.70 meters.
So you start your fire, you cook your dinner, and you can actually sit and watch these nature programs on TV. And they're lengthy. They're like 10, 15-minute long, actual little World of the Serengeti type TV shows with like a lot of interesting information. And there's quite a few of these episodes. And I was just like, oh man, I'm sold. I'm sitting in this cabin up in the foresty, the snowy peaks, watching about the Serengeti. having had a nice full dinner in me. This is heaven. This is a great touch, a great part of the game. And you can look around the cabin. There's all these different things you can interact with. You can, obviously, when you go to sleep, that's the end of the day. But there's the stove. There's all these neat little touches. And this isn't the only cabin. There's a couple of others that are larger, and you encounter them later. But I found myself just sitting back, watching the TV, and having a very nice, relaxed time. I love these effects they've added to the game.
In a specific territory, so they always.
Do you remember the code for the safe?
Okay, another criticism I do have of the game was when I saw the ad for Snow Scout, I was very impressed. There's a bit that they show you fire a cannon. And apparently this is a real thing, at least in the story here. They've commissioned an old World War II cannon for the purpose of shooting at snowpack and making the avalanche happen so that nobody is going to be in any danger. And the thing is, I like the concept of that. When I saw it in the ad, I was sold. I'm like, yes, give me Snow Scout. I want to shoot a cannon. And there she is. Admittedly, the physics here are really very problematic. I kept dropping the shell and was having a hard time picking it up. I went and got some more. I like what they're doing here. I like the fact that there's this realism to it. And because of the platform you stand on and the way that you load the cannon, it really was working for me, except for I got super frustrated at how many times I kept dropping these shells. It needs a little bit of work. Now, you can crouch down and you can just pick them up. But again, because of the way I'm holding these shells, and you have to load them into the back of the cannon and do pull a couple of levers so that the weapon is primed, so to speak. It's tricky. I mean, it's really, really awesome. The payoff feels great. It's a very satisfying feeling to, feel like you're shooting a World War II cannon, and it has peaceful repercussions or peaceful functionality in this world, in this story. I like that, and I like all the messages that it's sending, but I got real frustrated real quick with stumbling around with these shells just to make the effect of the cannon getting fired. However, not all games are perfect, I suppose.
So far, so good. Now for aiming. So, now pull that red lever and fire! Woohoo! I felt that even up here. Direct hit. Now the avalanche is going off.
Now the antelope can look for a shady spot in the midday heat, because it is slowly getting very hot and dry.
And here we are in another cabin at the end of another day, having done some more awesome work as a Snow Scout. Really, really love this game. This has been exactly what I've needed, just to be able to sit back in front of the fire and let the amber light glow throughout the cabin and just chill, just relax and have a good time. Why aren't more games like this? Why is everything in VR the source of like horror and jump scares and nastiness? Why can't we have more chill experiences like Snow Scout? I have really, really enjoyed this. This was exactly what I needed. Thank you to the developers for making this game. I highly recommend it. Anybody, if this looks in any way interesting to you, please check out Snow Scout. We need more relaxed, chill, cozy games in PSVR2. I'm going to leave it there, so until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.